So, question, who else is ready for a cash injection week? Who else is ready for a cash injection week? This week, it's going to be a great week. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a great week this week. And how are you? Yeah, I just sneezed all over. All right, so who else? I'm gonna put it here. Is ready for a cash injection week. Let's do it, okay? So I'm going to ask you, and now the real question here is who is actually ready to get some results. Okay, I want to get some people that are interested in getting some faster results, quick results in your businesses this week. And if that's you, go ahead and say me in the chat. Say me in the chat. What you're going to do is not difficult at all, okay? But the first thing that needs to be done is you need to decide that you are going to be in, okay, on this game this week. All right. For those of you that are meeting me for the first time, this is Oluso Banjo. What's up? I cannot wait to hear who is ready. Now, what does a cash injection week mean? I have someone fixing my internet today, and yeah, so you may be hearing some sound. That's okay. Just know that they're making my internet better so that I can connect with you better. Okay, so what is a cash injection week? So I'm not sure how much you make every week, but imagine having, a quarter of your income coming, of your desired income coming this week. Why not? Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Imagine having your full income coming this week. Would that not be nice? Right. So this is the point of the cash injection week. The cash injection week, what I'm going to do is all through the week, I'm going to give you different strategies on exactly what you need to do in order to have cash injection this week. Okay. And if you have, a product, an online program, or service that you provide, and you charge maybe $1,000 or more, whatever it is that you charge, actually, it doesn't matter. But most of my people are, you have your product or your program that you sell for $1,000 or more, and you want to get more clients in the business. I'd love for you to join us. Okay, join the momentum this week. Okay, so again, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually taking action that efficiently leads to a cash injection week. Okay. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that impact is extremely important to me. So in other words, I want you to be transforming lives. Okay. So not just sell a product. Okay. I want you to be helping people. Okay. Remember golden method: go live, deliver value, engage with your audience, and nurture relationships to conversions. Right. So it's extremely important to me that you are transforming lives, that you are engaging with people and you're helping them, right? So that's a very important part of everything that I do, because I personally believe that God put us here for a reason, every single person. And that's the reason why you've not been able to just brush off some of those ideas, some of those visions, some of those things that you've been thinking about, right? This is the reason, because I believe there's a higher power, and for me, that is God. And He wants you to have, to be a blessing to all the people around you, especially those people that you're constantly thinking about or constantly fighting for. Okay. So now, how do you join this momentum this week? It is some sort of a challenge, but it's not officially a challenge. It's not like I didn't promote this. I just decided that I want to see how many of you here in my audience are ready to bring in some quick cash this week. Okay, how many of you are ready to bring in some quick cash this week? And I'm gonna be giving you different activities that you're going to need to do. And so that is it. Now the question is, what's the goal? Okay, what is your goal? What is your goal that you have for your video? I mean, for your work this week? Okay, what is your goal? If, for example, I say that you're going to have a cash injection week, what does that mean for you? What does a cash injection week mean for you? Okay, and when we're talking cash injection, how much is the cash that you would love to see coming this week? Okay, 5,000, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, depends on where you are. Okay, so now question is, what's the goal for this week that you would love to run with this momentum and bring in this week? Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to answer. Now, this is to a large extent, it's not tricky. It's not a tricky question, but it is also tricky in that if you're here and I say cash injection, there's definitely going to be momentum. There's definitely going to be, support. There's definitely going to be, a lot of possibilities that maybe you've not been able to achieve by yourself, or you've been able to achieve it, but you need somebody to stand with you and give you that push to get there, right? But you see, the thing is, a lot of people, when we say, what's your goal? A lot of entrepreneurs, would bring up a goal that may not necessarily be realistic. But again, if you've done it before, there's nothing like realistic. Okay. If you've done anything before, if you've done any income before. Okay. Now, if you're here and you've never gotten clients for this particular product, it may be a little tricky in that, but I would still love to coach you through it because it's easy. Okay. It's a matter of taking actions, and there are a couple of steps that it requires. Okay. And once you understand the steps, it's just going to be easy for you. Okay. So first is we need to know what your goals are, and I want you to say it in the chat, whatever it is. If you're joining for the momentum week of this cash injection week, just say it in the chat, say me in the chat, and then say what your goals are in the chat, or send it to me by DM. I'll be very glad to see them also by DM. Okay, what is the goal that you would love to achieve this week? 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is that you would love to see happen this week, send it to me in the DM or put it in the chat. Okay, now once we know what your goals are, obviously what that means is we're setting the intention of all the activities that you're going to be doing for the week that is going to really, bring that cash into the business. How, and then now question is, how are you going to get to that? Okay. How are you going to get to the result? Okay, how are you going to get to the result that you want to achieve in your business? Now, the very easy way to do this, and you've heard me say this all the time, is who's going to buy the product that you have. Now, this sometimes is foreign for those that are just starting, but for those of you that have done it before, you know who your most ideal clients are. You know who your most ideal buyers are. Okay, and so the question we're going to do is now, how can we communicate to these people in a way that gets them to actually take action? That is what we're going to be doing, all through the week. And in order for you to be able to attract these people that would come in and buy your product, the main thing is we need to know who that person is. We need to know who that person that is ready to buy from you. Who are they? Okay. And then now you need to go to them. Okay. When I was I was just going to say the name of the company, but no, that's not what this is about. When I was in financial planning, and it was a leading financial institution, one of the best in Canada, and so, can you hear that? Yeah. So they used to give us, back then, you need it because you come in, you don't have any clients, you go find clients. And back in the day, I remember my first day, in that organization, I was given the white pages. Okay. And the white pages is the one that has all the individual names, okay, and phone numbers in the city. Okay. In the city, you see the names of the people and their phone numbers. Privacy was something else back then. Anyway, so we would pick those white pages and we'll take a street. You look at the neighborhood, that, would have people that have money for financial planning. Okay. And at that time, we would just say from this page to this page, I'm going to call today. Okay. And you take the phone and you keep dialing. Da, 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 da. It rings, nobody picks, you move to the next one. It rings, nobody picks, you move to the because you do it during the office hours, and there were times that, after trying during the day and you don't get a lot of people, then you work in the evenings so that you can get people. It's an interesting, activity. And I would say that it's actually a very good thing to do, because it gets you talking to people. Now, you'll get a lot of people that would say, don't call me again, da, 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 and some others are very pleasant on the phone. Now, the ones that are pleasant on the phones, you talk to them and you find out, if they need the solution that you have, and then you offer them something, okay? And I got different clients from that, and now, this is a new world. We really don't need to pick up the yellow pages or the white pages and call anymore. You can do all this online. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm streaming to 2 different platforms on 3 different pages, right? And the reason, the way it works now is you're able to just stand in front of the person that needs, people that possibly need your solution, and then you can tell them what it is that you offer. Okay. And so this week, what you're going to be doing is you're going to pick a way of visibility, a way of interacting with your people. Now, for me, what I'm going to say is the best way is to go live. The best way is to do a video. Okay. The best way is to put a video in front of your ideal audience and tell them that you have a solution for them. Okay. And remember, we already know the goal. We already know who's gonna buy. And then now we put you stand in front of those people. Just the same way you're gonna pick white pages and call the homes of people. That's the same way you're gonna, go on Facebook. It's much easier, okay? It's much easier because on the phones, nobody can see your face. They can't see how beautiful you are. They can't see how connects, how, you can't show any relatability. They can't see anything, from the telephone. But on the video, they can see you. They can see how much you're passionate about it. They can see how reserved you are. They can see how fearful you are. Okay. If you're afraid, they're gonna see that too, right? So but don't worry about it. You have to move forward. Okay. If you want to get cash in this week, you have to do what you didn't do last week. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to step out and be in front of the people that need the service that you have. You're going to create a video. You're going to connect with them. You're going to go live. Use the golden method. Okay. Go live, deliver value, engage with your audience, and nurture relationships to conversions. Okay. Now, engage with your audience and nurture relationships, extremely important. Engage with them. Now, what we had back then with the rotary phones, with the phones was not, as a matter of fact, I have a phone. One of these days, I'm going to bring it. I have one of those rotary phones that you kind of speak and you do this. I'm going to show you one of these days. Yeah. So what we had back then, you couldn't engage with your audience like you would right now. Okay. So, but today you can. And once you begin to engage, you actually build relationships. People need relationships. All right. So once you begin to connect with the people that need you and the services that you provide, all you have to do is just tell them, make an offer to them. Okay. And see what results you get. Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to get some amazing results. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. If you're in again on the cash injection week, say me in the chat. Tell me your goals in the chat or in the DMs, and then we'll take it from there. Tomorrow we're gonna continue on the same journey, and we're gonna do a cash injection week. And by the end of this week, for those of you that are going to say yes and connect and be on this drive together for this 5 days, I'm telling you, you're gonna see what's gonna happen to your bank account this week. All right. If you're in, say I'm in. All right. And this will be a high five. Okay. And so I'll see you tomorrow. Again, remember, I'm waiting for you to tell me if you're in. If you're in, say me. If you're, what's your goal? What are you working towards? And let's do this. Okay. Let's do it. So I need to hear back from you. All right. And so I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll look out for your message in my DM and below this. All right. Take care, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.